My name is Samuel Allen. I'm a representative of Asperger's 101 as a spokesperson, and I am for Senate Bill 976. I'd like to thank each and every member of the committee for allowing us the time to speak on behalf of Senate Bill 976. As a person diagnosed with autism, I've been faced with certain challenges that do not necessarily affect my driving skills, but may impact my ability to communicate at times, especially in stressful situations, in this case, a pullover. This varies person to person, but let me give a broad example. Let's say a person with autism gets pulled over and an officer approaches the car. Without knowing autism and its challenges, this is what may occur. The officer begins their standard routine, which may prove stressful for a person with autism. First of all, the driver is anxious and may picture in their head a scene from a movie depicting going to jail. Their anxiety may be misconstrued as suspicious behavior. This sets off the conversation on a bad note. Furthermore, in the fictional setting, the officer may ask to see the driver's license or proof of insurance, and the autistic individual may lock up, as our brains sometimes work slower than a neurotypical's brain. This may look like defiance in the eye of the officer. We take conversations literally. If we were asked, "Where's the fire?" someone like me would take that phrase literally and respond with, "There is no fire that I'm aware of." Again, miscommunication and probably construed as defiance. There are companies nationwide that offer bumper stickers and cards that a person like me can give an officer of the law to denote autism, deafness, Parkinson's, and more. The problem with that, as told to me by law enforcement, is that trouble begins when reaching for that card in the back seat or glove compartment when not asked by the officer. This can lead to a deadly misunderstanding that could be averted if the officer only knew of the communication challenge prior to approaching the vehicle, as in the bill you are reviewing today. Another problem with bumper stickers denoting of a communication challenge is that we may become public targets. Those middle school bullies grow up into older bullies, and that is why placing the diagnosis in the T-LETs is so important, as this keeps my autism away from public scrutiny. I'm a good driver, probably better than most neurotypicals, as details and rules are very important to me. I live by rules well. The only thing I cannot control is how others perceive my mannerisms, which may appear different due to my brain's wiring. As a person with autism, the frontal lobe of my brain, called the fusiform gyrus, is physically different, thus making communication oftentimes a challenge. I take things literally. My mind works a bit slower like an older computer, making my responses delayed. Sensory challenges make touching sometimes painful, and loud noises piercing like ice picks to the brain. That's autism. Placing my diagnosis into the Texas law enforcement telecommunication system could save lives. It will prepare the officer of the law by giving them a heads up of a condition he or she should know about. This makes common sense, so it is my hope that you consider all sides and pass this bill into law. Thank you.
Thank you. Please take